Today we'll be taking a look at a best of 3 series of professional StarCraft 2. Joining me here in the upper left corner, starting on the map Gressven, is going to be the red Zerg player, Solar. And there's Zerg opponent spawning into the bottom right, the blue hatchery and drones. You are looking at the base of Dark. Solar versus Dark. Battle of the Bugs. ZvZ. Zerg lovers. Or Zerg haters, potentially, as well. I firmly believe the Terran players, Protoss players, they might enjoy watching a ZvZ just as much, because nothing would bring them more satisfaction than watching the Zerg try and slaughter each other, right? Is much better than trying to slaughter them. Really? Like, does Dark know that's not a pool? That's an Evo chamber. Dark? What? What is this? What? Okay, so either it's a plan, it's part of the build, or he let it finish and then saw, oh, that's not a pool. Huh. It's like, well, you might as well get +1 out of the carapace at this point. Okay. We will just see how that unfolds, I suppose, in a minute. Solar's OV is getting just outside the net. We're going to see the creep. They're both going to spot this expansion. They know nobody's doing a one base type of shenanigan. It's going to get +1 melee. I would too, if I saw that, because mine would absolutely be accidental, though. Dark's might be intentional. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say Dark knows what he's doing. Now, this discrepancy that we're seeing, though, is going to result in possibly some shenanigan, because there's no third hatch from Dark. So is Dark going to commit to a 2-base play? Solar's getting up the defensive Bane nest. He's taking the third hatch just like normal. Solar's opening is fine. It's normal. Completely expected. He's gonna make another Evo chamber. Does he try and stop the scout? I don't think you can. Oh, the queen's gonna try to zone. Oh, that was so close. Did he see it? No. Dark blocks the scout. Solar is not going to see the Evo chamber. Oh, interesting. Like a drama unfolding here. So, build differences. We're seeing Dark also get the ROACH warrant out. Now, Solar's flooding, not flooding, he's making some lanes. Will he try to pressure? Will he try to get into the base? Probably. I don't think you can, though. There's 3 queens here. They're kind of low on energy, though. Well, and it's also not a wall. Sorry, ladies. Not big enough, apparently. One of the queens is going to go down. Another one gets dangerously low. Solar definitely wants that. Oh, the Bane's going to be picked off. Very minor detonation. Link speed for Dark, a mere 5 seconds away. Solar's Roach Warren goes down, and Dark is now flooding Zerglings. These are +1 lings as well. Is it a difference? Probably. Maybe not a huge difference, but it can definitely make a difference when the only real thing on the map is Zerglings. The Bane is going to have a good connection. Solar coming out with a solid defense so far. Dark not quite paying close enough attention there. Losing too many lings to that one Bane. Solar's finally going to spot the Evo chamber in the back of the base and go, oh man, you got upgrades. Man, not even gold players get upgrades. Come on. So, We're seeing +1 ranged come out from Solar, from his Evo chamber. Probably, yeah, he's going to start going into roaches. Dark's getting a spawn of overlords here. He is supply blocked. But it could be for an attack. It could also just be because he was supply blocked. Yeah, he's making some drones. Okay. So perhaps not going for another type of mass ling shenanigan then. Seeing the carapace come on the way, his roaches are just going to end up being a little bit stronger. Solar, though, getting that third hatch a bit quicker, he's got a decent drone advantage. 10 drones up. Roaches, lair on the way. I don't know. I'm liking Solar's position here. The quicker third hatch means a little bit more solid of an economy. He's going to have roach speed, potentially quicker. Dark's going to have the upgrades, though, which could be a factor. It depends on timing, too. Because right now, they're essentially even. Solar has the +1 attack for roaches. Dark has the carapace. Dark's lings are going to be stronger. Those lings right there, that one. All the upgrades went to that one. Super ling. Spine crawler in the third base. Just another scout. Not going to get up into the main base. Although at this point, what are you hoping to scout? Dark is actually building a lot of army units, prepping for an attack. Might try and go for a backstab here. Second spine on the way, started not quite quick enough though. Boy, a Baneling connection could be devastating for Dark. There's a lot of lings. The roaches already split up into 2 groups. The Bane's going to try and zone away the Zerglings. Army supply slightly in favor of Solar still. 26 roaches, which is no minor number. Dark runs the lings into a Baneling explosion. The roaches are going to start spitting over on the right side. The ramp should be easy to hold for Solar. Despite Dark's upgrade advantage, Solar's just up on the supply. The battle of the bugs is going to turn out to be just a game of numbers. And numbers, my friend, do not lie. 36 roaches now. Roach speed 10 seconds out. That's a nice upgrade to have. Even in just roach versus roach battles. They have the same movement speed. Yeah, that's not usually a good thing. The question is, can Dark hold the ramp? There's a few queens here to support. Solar does not want to get backstabbed, does not want to get surrounded by the lings here. Does he still have any Banelings? He does still have a few Banelings. Where are they? They're way over here. They're on the hunt. Hunting for the group of Zerglings. Dark just... I don't know. It feels like he's a bit behind. He's lost a few packs of lings to some Banelings. Nobody's really gotten any drone damage done at this point in the game, and yet Solar is up still. 7 drones, which is a factor. He's also getting up a 4th base. The roaches set up here, preemptive defense. The Banelings even joining the party. Hello, fellow roaches. Do they want to be roaches? Were they invited? Did they invite themselves? Who are we to know? Who are we to truly say? Ovi's going to be threatened. Ravager's on the way. +2 attack for Solar. Dark is not. Oh, there it is. I had to say something. His lair was a bit slower. His lair was a bit later. Solar's actually getting tunneling claws. And a very nice catch of the Zerglings here. Both sides gonna take some damage. Whittling away at those ling numbers. Dark. Oh, the Baneling. I think that was a manual detonation by Solar just to get as many lings as possible. These roaches, they have burrow, they have tunneling claws, but will it matter? There's an overseer overhead, but honestly, this looks like just way too much Zerg for Solar. The +2 attack isn't even kicking in, and he has such a huge advantage. The game of numbers is going to prove to be in Solar's favor. He's able to keep an arc, surround Dark's forces, and he's going to take game number 1. Gressvan goes to Solar, holding back against Dark's unusual evolution chamber opener, I would say. Solar proving the victor. Let us see if this trend will continue into map number 2. For map number 2, we find ourselves on Royal Blood. The red Zerg here in the upper right, up 1 point. Can he continue the trend? It is Solar. And the Zerg opponent in the bottom left, the blue hatchery, down a point, but not out of the series just yet. It is Dark. We will see. Whose blood shall be spilt on this map? Will it be royal blood, in fact? Nobody's doing a 12 pool, at least. At least it doesn't look like it. Hatchery's going to get placed almost exactly the same time. We have ourselves another Battle of the Bugs, a macro match, at least so far. The ZvZ builds, they can get aggressive, they can get pretty wild. You have 12 pools, you have 14 pools, of course, you have very quick Ling Bane pressure. You could decide to just cut your drone production right after the third hatch. Go out with like 30, 32 drones with your Ling and your Bane and just try and end the game right then. Really, it is up to whatever player, whatever you're feeling at the time. We've seen Ling Floods. You could do a quick speed opener too. There's no telling how long a ZvZ match is gonna go. And especially when you figure in Zerg production too, they're making drones, they're making queens, and then suddenly it's 32 Zerglings in production. Either way, the Ovi's going to spot the hatcheries, not quite backing off just yet either. Make sure the hatchery's wiggling, yes. If the hatch is a wiggle, queen is, I don't know, something that rhymes with wiggle that usually means on its way. I got nothing. The queen's on its way. We'll go with that. And end that terrible attempt. Ling's going to go out. Will the third hatch be taken? Solar is going to slap down that third hatchery. Dark. He's at it again, folks. Oh, he's putting it over here. Interesting choice. Oh, either way, initial scouting Ling's going to be able to fend those away. Overlord desperately trying to get to the high ground. The queens will not pursue it any further. Bane Nest on the way for Solar. Bane Nest and a Roach Warren on the way for Dark at the same time. Madness, I say. Could it be an attack? It could be. It absolutely could be. We have to see, does Dark cut the drone production? Just keep an eye on that. It feels like Solar is just wanting to play, again, a standard, normal game. He wants to get the Evo Chamber after the Bane Nest, a few Banes for safety, keep on droning, get up to like 50 supply, and then get that Roach Warren. Now, Solar is going to see the Bane Nest. I don't believe he has gotten in. No scout of the Roach Warren just yet. And Dark has 7 roaches on the way. Scout again going to be denied. Dark has cut the drone production. And he wants to get aggressive. Dark. It could pay off. It could work. Well, Solar's going to see it, so the response has to be quick. Immediately, 2 spine crawlers go down. A Roach Warren at the wall. Banes. Oh, not a good connection so far. Dark Ooh, sniping off Solar's Bane. So now a little bit of free reign here. Some more Banelings come out for Solar. Detonations are not cost effective though. And the Roach Warren cannot get here quick enough for Solar. The Queens might try and hold the wall. They're not going to actually get in there. One of the Queens is going to be picked off, and the Roaches keeping them busy means the Lings can get rid of this third hatchery, and without the third hatch, the supply production for Solar is going to go down. Even the Roach Warren can be threatened here. Spine Crawler dancing around, cannot find a place to root. Aren't we all just sick of renting, wanting to find somewhere to settle down? Splits actually looking pretty good. The Bane's going to be picked off by the Roaches, which means the Lings can now help out. The third hatch was destroyed, and Dark gets in, which means this should be over. Very quick kill. Dark goes for the throat with that one. A Bane Nest and a Roach Warren around the same time. Dark's gonna take map number 2, which means we have a series and get to go to map number 3. The grand finale shall take place on the map Ancient Cistern. The red Zerg here in the upper right corner once again. It is Solar. And the blue Zerg showing a strong, aggressive play in map number 2. Will he continue the trend? Try and take game number 3 swiftly. It is Dark. I don't know. Do you try and do it again? The same build? Probably not. I would wager you don't go for the exact same type of kill move once again, if you're Dark in this case. I could see going still for an aggressive strategy, maybe quick Muta play, burrow move Roaches. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Surprise Nidus Worm, perhaps. I don't know. Tough to say. What is it? A Taste-a-Lope. That means there must be an Artosalope nearby too. Check in with the Overlord action cam as I take a very desperate drink here. Stay hydrated, guys. Important, we don't dry out here as we're going through the ZvZ. Do Zerg dry out? Will that happen? Do they need to drink? I don't know. The drones, I mean, they look kind of glossy. They're probably well hydrated. They probably don't need anything. They get to just focus on the minerals and what building they want to become as they grow into their old age. Drone retirement, of course. The drone retirement plan. Some get to be hatcheries, which means they get to settle down, space a nice field of minerals, maybe a couple Vespine geysers nearby. Have a nice queen, help you around, sure. Others, though, not so lucky. Some get to be a spawning pool and just wiggle for like the first minute of the match, too, and then what? Just a glorified bathtub after that, come on. Nobody wants to be a spawning pool. Sounds like a fun comment opportunity, though. Comment down below if you could choose to be any Zerg building. What Zerg building would you be? And don't say spine crawler and try and make it gross, okay? I will delete your comment. Scouting Lings gonna spot the third hatch, which for Dark actually feels like the biggest surprise of the series yet. He's taking his third hatch on time, or at least trying to. Bane Nest on the way for both players. We should see the Evo Chamber follow up reasonably quickly afterwards. Link speed slightly faster for Dark, actually. By a few seconds, solid 8 seconds faster the Ling speed here. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Dark, no. Really? What did it do to you? You trying to incorporate it? The Taste-a-Lope has hereby been incorporated into Dark Swarm. Was it voluntary? No, I don't think that was a voluntary indoctrination, shall we say. Roach Warren, did they get their Evos? Am I just crazy? No. Okay, no Evos this time. Just getting Roach Warrens. We have elected to just go for the Roaches. Goaches. Goaches? Until they get Roach Speed, they can be called Sloaches. Which I'm kind of a fan of, personally. There's the Evo Chambers. That was a drone. There's the Evo Chambers. Okay. So, things still looking fine. We have a deviation. Solar, he's getting any amount of roaches. Dark, not following suit just yet. Instead, getting the lair up. Oh. Okay. It's all fun and games until somebody throws down a spire. Roach is gonna pop out at the third hatch. This is a lot of lings, actually. Dark doesn't want to commit against the roaches, though, maybe. Although if the roaches follow them out onto the map, they're gonna get surrounded, which makes them much easier to pick off. Solar gonna try and morph one into a Ravager. Does end up saving its life, actually, which is a move. Pro move here. If you have the money for it, make a Ravager Cocoon. You can cancel it if you don't actually want the Ravager. Solar now going to slowly waddle through the map. Droning behind this, though. And Lair, about halfway down. What will Dark's Lair be used for? Roach Speed. Spire. Nidus Network. I doubt it. I don't think we're lucky enough. Roach Speed is the choice. Glial. Or Glial. No, it's Glial. Glial Reconstitution. Ling gonna get into the main base, scout just a little bit, sees the gas going down, which is a funny timing to take your main base gas. Oh boy, we have a spire. Okay then. Overseer on the other side of the map, good for scouting, both of them. Both of them going for that Overseer scout. Big deviation though in this. Solar's actually gonna go for Mutas, which everybody is entitled to their own opinion about. I mean, Mutas and ZvZ, it's a gamble. Because your opponent can just flood roaches. And you're like, but Mutas counter roaches. Says the person who's never tried. Roaches are tanky. They're armored. They have a lot of hit points. And Mutas deal a low amount of damage. And even more so from the glaive bounces. So it just takes a while. It's similar to getting a Banshee for a Terran against a Roach Flood. It's like, yeah, technically the Banshee will win. But how much damage are the Roaches going to get done in the meantime? That's actually not a great example. I'm instead going to shift that to carriers versus ultralisks. Have you ever seen a carrier try and kill an ultra? It's like throwing a swarm of bees at a bear. It's just, yeah, okay, sure, they'll get it done, but the bear is gonna wreck whatever it wants to in the 90 seconds it's gonna take for the carrier to actually beat it. Now, quit the analogies here. The Mutas picking off an Overlord. Dark not gonna find an opening over at this hatchery. Do the Mutas just go for Ovies? I assume so, because Dark's been building spore crawlers. He's got 2 spores here. Queen's up in the main base, only 1 spore there. Ooh, Queen's actually picking off a Muta before Solar realizes. Do they get a second one too? Don't go Mutas, kids. Rip Ovi. Muta's gonna fly over the roaches, not even contribute any attack damage. Burrow move. Roaches are on the field for Dark. The Banes. Oh, no. Well, okay. 7 drones. Not nothing, but not catastrophic. They're actually relatively even in drones now. Solar was a bit up. The burrow move roaches unburrow in multiple of Solar's bases. They're going to start to wreak a bit of havoc. Solar, pull everything back. We must contribute to the defense. No, we're angry at the rocks. How dare they touch us? Where's the detection? The roaches. They're killing the drones. 17 drones have gone down, and another flood of roaches makes its way over here for Dark, who seems to be pushing back the main force of Solar. Solar's taking a lot of damage. The Overseer is here. The Muta's going to help out with the defense. There's still drones dying. The burrow move roaches, a fantastic play from Dark here. Solar is going to try and stop the groups that are threatening the hatcheries, though. Only just a few, just a handful of roaches, roach-shaped fires, buying time for Dark to get up to lurkers. Infester, yeah, well, maybe just the pit. I kind of doubt he wants infestors. At the same time that you're getting a lurker down. Okay. 2-2 on the way for Dark. Solar does have +2 attack already, and now he's feeling a bit vengeful. Try and get some more damage done. He elected to replace the drones with more army supply. We have a spit off here. The Zerg lobbing their bodily fluids at each other. Dark does get a few roaches over here, but Solar's threatening multiple bases now and can actually contend with the army. Army supply still in favor of Solar. Can he close it out, actually? Dark's choices not going to work in his favor here. Solar might actually do it. The forces are spread out a bit, but they're still going strong. The 2-2 not kicking in for Dark just yet. 11 more of Solar's drones go down, but I think this might just be too much damage. There's still a few mutas alive somewhere, but they're not really focused here. The army for Dark just cannot get this done. More reinforcements gonna come in for Solar, which I think just spells Dark's doom here. It's a little tough to see with all the acidic saliva going everywhere. Through it all, Solar's gonna come out on top. Dark actually killing off so many drones for Solar that Solar felt like he needed to go all in, I'm guessing, because he just replaced it with more roaches. Walking over to Dark side of the map with nearly 160 army supply. That'll get it done. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.